Hey guys, it is Trisha with Canvas Creations on this Wednesday afternoon. Let me get everything pulled up back here like usual. Okay, usually it pops up. Alright, guess we're just clicking on it. So have you guys been surviving this winter weather that's back? It's definitely cold. There it is. Okay. Come on. And I think that the internet is like fed up with working all the time because mine is like running really slow and really crappy lately. Okay, so there is that pulled up. All right. Okay, so as we're waiting on people to get in and ready, because it is right at 1:30, I just wanted to remind you guys that tonight from 6 to 7, I'll have kit pickups available at the studio. And so that means a few things. If you've seen those new home, the really big home boards, if you've ordered those, they are ready for you to pick up tonight or Saturday. If you have ordered a paint kit, that can be picked up tonight. Or if you've ordered kids painting the wood cutout kits, I do have more of those available, so you can order those and you can pick those up tonight too. So I have all of those available for pickup tonight. Just order online ahead of time. That way I can just run it out to your car when you arrive and you're in and you're out and there's not very much contact being made. So that is tonight. And as far as today's picture goes, it's going to be a little different and very easy. I have a list of things to get done today, and then I realized that today was a live painting too. So I definitely didn't want to leave you hanging, but this is a good one. So I'll talk about the method we're going to use here in a little bit once we get there, obviously. So I've got my primary colors on here. I don't have black on here because when we go to do what we're going to do, I'm going to cheat and use a Sharpie today. You can use a paintbrush in your black paint, but if you want to cheat with me and use a Sharpie, you might thank me later. So, what? Yeah. All right, so you will need your paper towel. And I don't even have a cup of water because I don't have any brushes. So that should tell you kind of where we're going today. So take your paper towel and rip it in half. All kinds of emotions going on here. Angry and mad and sad. What did I do? All right. So I'm going to rip my paper towel in half, and then I'm going to wad it into a ball. And once it's wadded into a ball, this is going to be my dabber. See? Just a ball. And I'm going to start out I think we're going to start with yellow at the bottom. So I'm going to grab some yellow paint on my dabber. And I'm just going to kind of dab some yellow down here. And then I'm going to grab some whites. And the white is going to mix with the yellow. And what we're doing is like not necessarily a watercolor looking background, but a nice, smooth, colorful background, if that makes sense. I didn't even tell you where we're going. We're painting a feather, just so you guys know. I didn't even tell you where we were going yet today. It will be a feather, but it's going to have something special about it. Okay. Yeah, I got to turn this because I can't reach with this easel. You guys know my thoughts on this easel. So you're just dabbing all around. Make it however you want. Give it a little hump here and a little hump there. Doesn't have to be straight, doesn't have to be perfect. You got all kinds of shades of yellow going on. So see, got lots of shades of yellow. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. All right, next I'm going to too, just while I have it on my paper towel. Okay, so I'm gonna rearrange my paper towel just a little bit. That way I don't have as much yellow going on. You might get a little messy today. You'll be okay. All right, and then I'm gonna grab a little bit of red, and I don't really want red. I want more of a pink, so I'm not gonna get too much. Maybe right there too. All right, so I'm gonna grab some red, and then red and white make pink. So now I'm grabbing my white, and I'm just gonna do the same thing. I want a lighter pink than that, I think. Sorry. I think my UPS order that I have a very large dog. I apologize. Let me go hush him. Hi. Yep. It's UPS. It's UPS. Yay. Okay. Yes, so I have a decently large order from UPS that never made it yesterday. Well, it just arrived, as my dog told me. He's a good guard dog. He barks, but then he doesn't stop barking when you tell him to stop barking. Alright, what do we got here? So I just want to kind of blend between my yellow and my pink just a little bit more. Just kind of fade it in a little. I'm not loving this pink. I wish it was a really bright pink, but that's okay. All right. So since I've already got the pinkish reddish color in here, I'm going to grab a little bit of blue, make some purple. Hopefully it'll mix in and make some purple through here. And again, we're just kind of having a fun background. There is no rhyme or reason. Well, I guess we're just going to stay blue. Alright, cool. Totally thought it was going to change to purple. That's alright. So again, I'm just kind of blending out between the colors, just kind of smoothing them out some. And I'm still using that same paper towel. Haven't cleaned it, haven't changed it. I do want some green though, so I'm gonna grab some yellow and blue and kind of mix them on my plate to kind of get the shade that I'm wanting here. I'll put green by that yellow. I want a really bright green. That'll do. Alright. Ooh, I don't know if I like that green. That's alright. Go on with it. I'm going to grab a little bit of white. I know my phone's trying to ring. You guys are just getting a glimpse into my life today. All the fun distractions. Okay, well, we're getting rid of the yellow there. It's getting taken over by the green. Okay, there's no purple in here. I can't have that. Alright, so I'm going to use the clean piece of paper towel here to make some purple. Because I need some purple in my life, you guys know. So I'm going to mix my blue with my red. Grab some white. I'll stop pretending singing. It's not very pretty. kind of dull it just a little bit. Oh, the sun's out, which I'm loving, but as you know, it creates such a glare for me to see what you see. All right, I think I'm happy with that. It's got texture, it's got color all through it, so I'm pretty happy with it. So here is the fun part, is letting it dry. So if you have a blow dryer, I recommend grabbing it and giving this a dry here. So I'm going to go ahead and dry this really quick because to use the Sharpies, you do need it to be dry. So even if you're using paint, you don't want it to be super, super wet because then your black will turn gray. So go ahead and give it a shot with your blow dryer. So much paint. Taking forever. Okay, 17 hours later, it's mostly dry. Okay, so unfortunately this is one where you have to have it dry-ish, so hopefully you guys have your blow dryers handy and you're able to give it a dry. Still some wet spots. So the rule of thumb is if it's shiny, it's wet. If it's not shiny, it's dry. Typically, that's the rule of thumb. It doesn't always work that way. Okay, so here's where we're going with this picture. Pulling up my messages back here. All right, so there is this method of doodling that actually has a name besides just doodling. It's called Zentangled, and I'm not an authorized person. I'm not certified or anything like that. But if you Google Zentangled, Zentangled, it's really cool. And it's basically you draw a square, you draw a circle, and then you draw lines within that shape. Then each of those lines become dividers, and then you doodle different things in each divider. And when you're done, you have this shape of a doodle, which is really cool. So that's where we're going today. We're going to do something similar with our feather here. So if you think about a feather, and like I said, I'm going to use well, this is a paint pen, but a Sharpie will do just fine too. just because it makes life a little easier. You're not smearing your hand in the paint. So we're going to outline our feather first, and it's going to be a rough outline. It doesn't have to be perfect. We can always change it. So I'm going to start mine down here. So I'm going to have my stem, and then I have an idea back here. That way I don't mess up the shape completely. So from the stem, it's kind of like one side of my feather, and then I'll mirror it on the other side the best that I can. It doesn't have to be perfect. And it's not going to be perfect. Now, was this supposed to be more of a bird feather? Yes. Does it look like that? Nope. Is it okay? Yep. And that's okay. We want it to be kind of fun and go with it. Art is what it is. All right. So I decided that instead of making a line down the middle, I'm going to kind of divide my feathers. I think I want to do circles all the way. So I'm just going to do these circles all the way to the top. So this whole Zentangled method, if you guys remember back in the summer, I went to a photography studio and painted a set of wings on their wall. I used the theories and properties and ideas from Zentangled on that wall. I divided all the feathers up and whatnot. So, same kind of principle. This is a weird angle to try to do this, and so that you guys can still see. Now, this is just what I'm doing. You don't have to do this. So, I'm going to do that all the way up. And then once I come back down here, I will kind of divide my sections of my feather up kind of like that, okay? And then each section, so this is a section and that's a section and so on. I'll keep going once I get my circles. Each section you'll do a different doodle in, okay? So let's say down here, I decided to do some zigzags. And then maybe on the zigzags, I'll do some circles above it. My paint is still wet down here. Keep putting my hand in it. And then maybe I'll change the shape of my feather just a little bit. And color all of this negative space in black. So like I said, it's okay if you mess up on your feather because you're not done yet. Like anything. You can change and add. Huh? Oh, good job. Put him in there. He's really loud when he walks. Okay. And then I'll do the same thing up here. So you can use paint. Like I said, there is nothing wrong with using paint to do this. I just feel like, for me showing you purposes, this is much better. I'm trying to fill this in out. dog is being ridiculous today. Okay, so like there's one feather of my feather, or one section of my feather. So maybe on this one, it's completely up to you how you do it, but maybe on this one I'll do circles, like O's. So maybe I'll do big O's. Maybe I'll do skinny O's, fat O's, thin O's. Kind of whatever you want. But you just fill it up until you're happy. You can use black space. I mean, you could even do some actual circles. I think that's kind of fun too. It's your canvas, it's your creation. So that is what you're gonna do for the whole feather. I'm really, really anxious to see your guys' pictures when you're done, because this is your creativity. I am not telling you what to do at all. I'm just giving you an idea and letting you run with it. So I really hope you'll share with me what you've created. It's definitely fun. And this is something you can do on paper. I mean, this is literally just doodling. So it's something you can take with you and do at any time. Now for these, I am going to come through in the middle area here for mine and kind of give it like a spine right along the edge of my circles there. So if you're trying to like follow along and do what I do, definitely not done. This might take me all day because it definitely is time consuming. But I'll kind of do that all the way through to the top. But I want to keep giving you guys some ideas of what you can do. Do some lines. I mean, it can be as simple as, I mean, look at this one. It's just some lines. You can make them more ovals if you want. I didn't like it after all. I wanted to go back and change it a little bit. And again, I changed my part of my leaf shape, so I changed it up a little bit. Make sure you guys don't have any questions for me. All right. What about swirls? Are fun. They're some of my favorites to do. Do lots of swirls. I keep going the same way, don't I? Yeah, there we go. Trying to swirl the opposite way, you really have to think about it. And maybe do some like dots in between your swirls. There's really nothing you can do wrong. It's the cool thing about this. I think it's really fun. All right, so let me hear your comments. What do you guys think? I see there's some people watching. Not as many today. Not as many, but we do have some viewers. So what do you think? Yeah, you think so, Bradley?
What?
I can't even see what I'm doing.
Oh no, it's telling you I'm done.
Do you want to do some, B?
What? Coloring?
Doodling?
I'm good.
Okay.
Got it pretty good. Wait, what do you need?
Nothing. For you not to breathe into the camera.
Oh, sorry.
Keep on going here. Yeah, that's a lot down there. I thought so. Okay. This one might be like a checker pattern in here. It's calling my name. And fill in random ones. Simple. Super, super simple. Like I said, whatever is calling your name, whatever you feel like you need to do, just do it. Have fun with it. It's okay if you need to go online and like Google like Zentangled patterns or something like that. Totally okay if you run out of ideas. Excuse me. This guy's not full enough. Way too much space over here. So when I said earlier that I'm not certified to teach Zentangled, it is an actual certification I've learned. So you have to be really careful about your wording and using that term. But I've gone to a few classes, and I had someone come to the studio a while ago. But it's a lot of fun. It's very therapeutic. You know, on these days where you're bored and you're restless and maybe you're out of art supplies, you just need something to write with. And you can, in a piece of paper or a box, I mean, you can literally do this anywhere. So I thought it was a nice thing to bring up today just because we're almost in the day 40s of all of this. And I know we're getting antsy. I know we're getting bored. I know we need something new. So yeah, I thought today was a good day to bring this up. Plus, I have a ton of stuff to do today. So definitely keep going. You know, we've been doing this for like 20 minutes and I'm not even halfway done yet. So I'm not going to do the full video on all of my doodles, but I will post a picture when I'm done. And I do want to see yours. So please share with me your doodles. I want to see what they look like. I will be dropping a new kit announcement here shortly. I have new cutouts for kids. I have a new spring summer girl theme, or if it could just be spring summer theme, and I have a new sports theme. So those will be available shortly for purchase. They're not available for today, but they will be available soon. But the current kids kits have dinosaurs and trucks, and the girls have flowers and rainbows and or unicorns. I can't remember. I can't remember. But those are available on my website for purchase. The home boards are still available too. So thank you guys for watching so far. I cannot wait to see what you come up with. And I don't think there's any questions, or my computer's lagging. I'm not sure. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you soon.